Hey ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Mel Herbert here from the bar area inside the studio. I've got the EMRAP pen, of course, got the EMRAP jacket. I've even got the ridiculous, here it is, the EMRAP notebook. Oh, it's all EMRAP all the time here. We've got the C booth clock from the famous county hospital that closed down November 7th, my birthday, 2008. We've got it all. We can even have some drinks afterwards if you want. Look, one of the things I hate is when you do a survey and you don't get any follow-up for that survey. So we sent out a survey a couple of weeks ago and many hundreds of you answered that survey. We had a number of questions. We tried to keep them as open as possible so you could tell us things that we need to fix or do differently on the program. So to the many hundreds of you that did that, thank you very much. We're still pouring through that and will for a while yet. And if you haven't done it, get on there and tell us what you think. But I wanted to give you some quick feedback. What we heard about content was that people want more peds, more geriatrics, and more critical care. So that is absolutely going to happen. In terms of faculty, it was really nice to see how many of you really like the faculty that we have because it's so huge. A lot of people did say though, more Malin, more Malin. So we are going to get you more Malin. He's coming back to the West Coast. He's going to be on our EMRAP Go Global Outreach part of the program, but he's going to be doing a lot more EMA and EMRAP as well. So we're super excited about that. Specifically on the EMA front, a lot of people ask, could you do more statistical analysis of some of the important papers? And we have already started that process. In fact, Swami is redoing a lot of the non-abstract portions of EMA to bring it up to speed. So we're super excited, and that's one of the things that he is going to be doing with Ken Milne and others. People love crunch time. They love the crunchy cues, but said, you know, you need to fix the technology there a little bit. And that's one of the big things we're doing next year. So on the technology front, your concerns were the same as ours, or your desires were the same as ours. And we have a whole bunch of new stuff coming. One of the first and I think most important things that's coming is HD videos are coming to the app, to the iOS app first and then later Android, so that you can pull up those procedure videos in particular, but all of the videos in real time on the app, which is pretty cool. We know, and actually we send out an email to the Android people that we broke the Android app because we've added so much content in the last year. The Android platform isn't really, right for that. It's sort of broken. So we've got new technologies coming that are going to fix the Android app. We hear you. One of the other big things that people want is sort of that idea of like whisper sync. So I'm listening in the car on my phone, and then I go to my computer. Can we sync that up? And we're going to see if we can work on that in 2019 so that you're always at the same spot, or at least you know where you were. And also some really fun stuff, maybe like being able to rewind just by saying it into your AirPods and that kind of stuff as well. So we have a huge amount of new technology coming in the next year. It turns out that we have more ideas and you have more ideas than we have programming time. We spend an enormous amount of money on our programming and getting things better and better all the time. And we're going to commit in 2019 to do even more of that. And I got to say that we've got some really big content areas coming. So Right on Prime is the big push right now. We've actually started production, and Right on Prime is rural, primary, and international emergency medicine. So the rural medicine pieces you've already seen on EMRAP, we're going to be doing more of those because there's this whole group of docs out there that work in the emergency department, and then the next day they're the inpatient doctor looking after the emergency department that they admitted the previous day, and then they're working in the clinic looking after that people after they discharge them. That's a huge group of practitioners in the US, in Canada, and Australia, and across the world. So we're going to be doing more for that group. We're then going to be doing a lot of primary care, which is pretty exciting. And we're bringing over Rick Bucata's Primary Care Medical Abstracts series into the database. So we're going to have a 25-year primary care abstracts database that's going to be there on day one. And so launch date for that is March 1st, but we'll be giving you updates as we go. And we have a who's who of rural and primary care docs in that. And the thing that I'm excited, it goes like this. Even though most of the people on the program right now are emergency medicine, right? Stuart says this, and it's really important. You need to know what you need to know, and one step further. So how much better is it going to be if you have sort of a renal colic piece on EMRAP, and we talk about how you should image that person, and particularly on something like C3, and what tests you should be doing. But then to be able to go over to the Right on Prime's part and go, and what is the primary care doc going to do to prevent the next episode? I would love to hear a little piece like that. So then I can sort of be a better ER doc saying to the patient, look, you've got renal colic and here's what we're doing. And then we're going to follow you up in primary care, and here might be some other things that they do. I think that will really round it out for those people that are in rural medicine and in primary care. But it'll also be fun for the ER docs as well if they want to get that little tidbit. So what do they do? What is that next step for a lot of this stuff? We're pretty good at knowing the next step for the critical care stuff. But what about for the primary care stuff? Right on Prime. So excited. It's coming. March 1st. So that's right on Prime, but there's even more stuff coming. So thank you again for doing the survey. We're really listening, and we have some exceptional things coming in terms of technology, in terms of faculty, in terms of right on Prime, and something even bigger coming very soon, next year. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, my name's Mel Herbert. Thanks for listening to the show. Talk to you soon.